So a few years ago, it's been several years now, when Tyler Perry was still kind of in his beginning stages, making his first movies, and packing out theaters with his movies because he had already packed out theaters with his plays. There was still a lot of people, in the millions, I'm sure, who was like, "I ain't watching that mess." And didn't think it was entertaining, didn't think it was funny. It just felt like whatever they felt about it that was not positive, it was their reason for not checking for Tyler Perry in any of his plays and movies. He was in an interview, and the person that was interviewing him, asked him, like, how do you feel about people who are saying that nobody's really paying you any attention, like nobody's really, I guess the people they think matters, are not paying him any attention. Anybody checking for you like that, right? He said that's a good place to be in. It's a good place to be when it seems that nobody's watching you, nobody's coming for you, nobody's interested in what you're doing. The big shots are not clamoring for your attention. Come over here, I'll help you make your movie. He said it was a good thing that those people weren't checking for him like that, because with them not wanting to deal with him for whatever reason, it left him in a place where he was free to do whatever he wanted to do without their input, without them hindering him, without them giving money and then pulling money away from him because they didn't like something he did. He had to build it himself, but what he built made him a billionaire, because he did it while people were saying, ain't nobody checking for you. This man had millions of people saying they would never watch any of his plays or movies, right? Millions of people. Everybody in the world didn't watch his stuff. I don't even watch it anymore. But at the time, I was watching. But even though there were millions of people who refused to watch anything he did, there were millions more that he tapped into that made him a billionaire without anybody being able to say they helped him get there, except for the people who the big shot said don't go to movies. Black middle-aged women who go to church made this man a billionaire. So he didn't cry over people not wanting to work with him or thinking that he was never going to be more than just a Chitlin Circuit playwright. He didn't worry about that. He used that lack of attention from those people as freedom to do exactly what he wanted to do. And doing exactly what he wanted to do made him a billionaire, because there were people who were interested in what he was doing. So I say that to myself, and I say that to you. We shouldn't be crying over who don't like, who don't repost, who don't share, who don't comment, who don't watch, because there's somebody else who will. So keep doing what you know you're here to do. Because one thing I found out is that sometimes when the people that you want to be there checking for you, if they did, they would hinder you. Sometimes the people that you think will be your biggest supporters will be the main ones talking about you shouldn't do that. Why you do that? Why you say that? You sound like you mad. Somebody said that to me, who we had been face to face for 3 years. And then she saw some of my videos that I started posting just a couple of years ago. She's like, I'm just trying to figure out who you mad at. And I was thinking, how the hell you think why would you ask me that? We've spent 3 years crying together, praying together. You know what this area of my life is like, because I've shared it. So sometimes, and it gave me a really good idea of what it means when people say sometimes it's the person you least expect. Like, you were the last person I would expect to ask me that. And see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we want to pull everybody in with us, but sometimes the ones you want to pull along with you will be the very ones that will pop your balloon and have all the air come out of you. Because when she asked me that question, I got quiet for about a year until I gathered myself. So if ain't nobody checking for you, so That means you're free to do and build, do and build, do and build without anybody over your head, in your ear. You're free. So let's go do and let's go build.